Recording is on.
Good stuff. It is the 9th of February 2026. We are on the second call of Humans of Bitcoin. By the end of this call, we don't know if it will still be called Humans of Bitcoin, but the group of people on this call will be determining that because as it goes with Bitcoin, we reach consensus. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a call about making decisions so we can move this project forward so we can start building. How's everyone doing?
Stellar.
Stellar.
Great.
Great.
Amazing. We have a storyteller on the call. This is amazing. Desi gave us such a nice workshop. When was that? I felt like it was last week.
Yeah, it was on the 5th.
So good, so good. So I'm so grateful that you're here. And Johns and I had a wild conversation just last week as well. So let's make some decisions on this call. I'd love for us to make a decision around the name of the project. I'd love to at least walk away from this call, make a decision about the name of the project as well as the information architecture of the website. And I'd love Johns to ramble a bit on about branding and lead a discussion there. And Desi, I'd love you to talk about storytelling. So we're just going to mix all the things together. But first, let's start with the naming. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. I actually called it Project Human. I will go ahead and share this link in the chat as well. There we go. Johns, you're cool with me just giving you the task, like lead the discussion about brand. You just go with it, yeah? Just go with it, yeah? Okay. All right. And this will probably lead into the next discussion about the website and the branding because the name of the website is going to very much lead into the branding. These are the names that we have right now. We have Freedom Folk. We have The People's Tales, Stories Drop, Proof of People, Narrative Nexus, Satoshi Stories, Freedom Frames, Satoshi Faces, Sovereign Individuals, By Our Own Means, Between Us, What Connects Us, Scales, thank you, Johns. Heroes of Freedom also came from our conversation, and we've got Send and Receive also from Johns. How about this? What if we all hop into the Fig Jam and like you literally just do like a +1 next to the one that like, or maybe we have a bit of a discussion around it. Johns, would you like to lead that discussion?
I think I might bias things a bit too much, so I think you should kick it off first because I don't want to bias anything there.
Yeah, I feel like we might we'll reach the group consensus first, and then we'll have Johns lead a bit of a discussion around what the group
Yeah, fair enough.
So if we go into there was a high lean towards not using the name Bitcoin, and that was kind of the general consensus of most of the people, at least 70% of the people. So if we could just put like a hop into this document and put like a +1, just put a +1 next to, everyone gets 3 votes. How does that sound? I'm sure we're going to see some numbers rise here. I'm going to go ahead and vote as well. Is everyone able to access the Fig Jam? Or if maybe you're not behind your computer right now, I do see a few of us in the document, so that's good.
Is the link handy by chance, or
Did I think I dropped the link in the chat, did I?
the Google Doc? I think.
Yeah, I can drop it in one more time just in case you missed it. 1 second.
Oh, I thought it was a Fig Jam. Okay, sorry, Google Doc. Okay.
Yeah.
You said we get 3 votes, so we put 3 +1s.
If you no 3 +1s next to 1, that's like highly That's
No,
kind
no,
of like,
no. I know what you mean. Like spread it out across the 3 favorite ones, correct?
top three. Yeah, let's go top three.
Okay, cool.
This is literally like the blockchain. This is proof of consensus. Everything is happening in real time. One day we'll be able to watch this video and know that this was made using consensus. This is amazing. This is how we work in open source. Don't mind me.
I have to also say it. I tried not to say it, but it's also how design by committee works.
Designed by committee. Well, this is the committee that you make such a good point because whoever's on this call is literally the committee. You make such a good point. Such a good point, John.
We're doing design by committee. Let's go.
I need to step away for just a minute. I'll be back.
You're good. People are voting. Okay, the Google Doc seems to be fairly quiet right now. Does that mean everyone's voted, or are you still kind of puzzling, feeling it a bit out? If you voted, just drop a thumbs up in the chats, please.
Can someone also drop the Figma link as well for me, please? I kind of lost it.
Seems most of the people have voted. Christoph and you as well. Are you good as well?
Yeah, amazing. Sorry, I'm trying to say something that's been brought very long. I'm only half present.
Say that again. Sorry.
I'm trying to finalize something that I've been working on all day long. I'm
Oh,
only half present here. Sorry.
no, it's okay. It's okay. Were there any one of the names that you lean towards more? And then I'll just put a +1 next to your name. Welcome back, Desi.
So, I mean, as I mentioned in the comments, I feel like the name can come a bit later. I mean, maybe it's good to just pick one, kind of.
Yeah.
But the examples that I gave it's like what voice do you want to have? Do you want to be kind of documentary neutral? Do you want to be bold counterculture, or like for example, the Between Us that everyone likes, that already has a tone. It's inviting. It's between us, meaning the reader and the writer. It's between the interviewer and the interviewee. Like and then so I think it's not just a name what kind of sounds good. There's a lot that comes with that. So I think there are a lot of conversations to be had. And where this decision is kind of now being made without knowing what stories we have. Maybe we interview a bunch of people and they're like all super radical, and those are the stories to tell. Then we're like, maybe the name doesn't fit quite so well. So I think it's great to just pick something right now, but I would still be kind of open to maybe change it later if it doesn't quite feel right.
I think that's a good word of advice from Christoph. Very good word of advice. Yeah, it can be a working title. Yes. Let's agree on a working title. Yeah. Can totally be changed depending on the spiciness of the stories that come out. I'm going to just refer back to the Google document, and it seems that between us, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for between us, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for send and receive. Christoph, I believe your vote's not here, but I think it was between us.
Yeah, between us is good. I like that one.
Okay, cool. And the temporary name of the project will be called Between Us until we decide to radically change it depending on the stories that we come up with. Johns, I will now hand the floor over to you.
All right, all right. Yeah, so I guess let me share my screen a little bit. Give me a second. Ba, 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 ba. Give me a second. All right. So yeah, I wasn't fully preparing for it, but let's do some type of brand sprint, I guess. All right, so I really like this what Christoph posted, and this is what he's referencing. Basically, actually, Christoph, can you to get it started? Could you review go over this document just quickly? The options.
Yeah, sure thing. I mean, that's basically what I was saying earlier. What type of how do you want to present this thing? And each of those creates different vibes. Like, I mean, you know how it is when you go to a magazine shop, bookstore, or so, what you pick up and kind of what you expect from it. The top right is total counterculture. It's kind of cool. I was actually watching a David Carson interview. He designed that cover for Blue, and originally it was called the Adventure Lifestyle magazine. He basically said, this sounds lame, just call it Blue or something. And of course, you'll never make the word blue, so he just made it orange. And that image with his kid, that was just an image he had from years earlier in kind of his repository of photographs and all this stuff. He was like, oh, this is perfect here. So, it's just vibes and all this stuff. The one at the bottom right, that's where, you're trying to create a message there. You're trying to provoke someone, right? There's a social commentary or something in all of those. Then the top left, it's basically like, we're neutral. We just record things and we just tell you how it is. And we're going to do a good job at bringing you into these real experiences that people have. And the bottom one is maybe just a little bit more approachable, warm. Maybe you tell a little bit of different stories. I don't know. So that's, because there were conversations about, worries that the word Bitcoin is kind of alienating, ideas about what stories to tell, orange pilling or whatever, right? And if I guess maybe everyone has different ideas of what would be more appropriate, and the name should probably reflect that in some way. The name that you pick for something that's more documentary is different than, let's say, like I said, the raw counterculture type of thing.
Yeah, like for example, the name Blue for a magazine, which is orange.
Yeah, and David Carson literally said he just did it because it was cool.
Yeah.
Something like, you can't make blue, the word blue. It has to be something else. So there's a lot of just kind of vibing and it kind of looking cool. So that's the whole thing. The figuring about who this project speaks to, how it should be presented, should it be provocative, should it be just inviting, and opening up to that human side of the people that are being interviewed. Yeah, I don't know. Those are my thoughts. I don't have anything particular to push or promote here or whatever, but
No
maybe
worries.
it's a conversation that everyone can kind of chime in or have.
Yeah, so what I think we can do, maybe as quickly as possible, and Mo, you'll tell me if this is in line, like this will be helpful for you. I think first off, we can drop some comments on what we think about these four different categories. Just drop like sticky notes there. Various ideas, thoughts of like what titles could be. If you like why you think it should be documentary dignity versus raw counterculture, or it could be a comment on the name Blue, whether you like it or not, or if it makes sense to you for this project, etc., etc. So it's just kind of like dumping some like ideas around the framing here for the concept. And then I just got this brand sprint template. No time to customize it now, but hey, we work on the fly. If you want, then we can, or if there's time, we can then go into kind of this typical Google brand sprint process where, we define some long-term plans, the why, how and what, as well as values, the audience. I like to usually start here. The personality of the brand, the competition, and just map out some of the competitive landscape. This is a template from FigJam here for the brand sprint that we just work through. It's about 5 minutes for each task. So yeah, maybe we can get it done in time, but that will take up quite a lot of the call. Or we can just do this first part here of like dropping things down. Our comments on these four quadrants.
Yeah, so we Jonathan chimed in. We do have the audiences here. I think maybe you were not on that part of the call, John. I think you had to drop
Ah,
off,
yes.
but all good. But we had it here. Look, here in the Google document, primarily for the rest of the world,
Okay.
which we have. I believe it's at the top of the FigJam document.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, my
Let me
bad.
see. No, all good. Let me just have a look here. I see you moving around the document. Look, distribution, the goal, the core idea, the format. Which one did we fill that in? Yeah, here it is, the goal. It's actually under the goal. It's actually under who's it for. Yeah, it's actually under the goal.
I see. Okay, yeah, and the Google Doc is the summation of those things. I see.
And let me just say,
But yeah.
John's is like,
Yeah.
he's really good at leading like a creative vision. Christoph as well, because I don't know if any of you guys have seen the art project which Christoph is now building in public, but they both have very wild, different takes on doing things. They both tend to do things, in a very different way. So I'm super grateful that both of them are on the call because this one bit comes from Christoph, and then now John's is kind of coming in here. So we're getting the best of all the worlds, and now John's as well, and the rest of you as well. So John's, yeah, if we could maybe just really go into the brand vibes and the feel, I'd be super grateful.
Okay. Yeah, I think let's start by building up on what Christoph has there, because it has like research on kind of like editorials that are already outside. So yeah, let's give it like 7 minutes, and everyone hop on this file and drop the sticky notes into the quadrants that you find interesting, the concepts that you find interesting, and why you find them interesting. Things like names, things like slogans, imagery, whatever you can. Just add context to this from your personal side. All right, I'm gonna put. Is that clear? Is there any questions about it? Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll put 7 minutes on the clock, and we will begin. if you have any references that you want to add in, like images that you found you want to drop in on there, feel free to as well. All right, all right. Very cool. All right, I'm gonna try to since I think getting everyone to read out their ones, it's going to take a little while. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna like read out like a few of these, just so we get the vibe. Everyone gets the vibe, and from there we could either have discussions or we can go into like pulling out more references online and stuff to go a little bit deeper, depending on what comes out of it. Okay, so let's start from the talk. Documentary dignity, respectful, global, photojournalistic, timeless, serious, trustworthy, the stories that matter. Examples are National Geographic. This person says, oh yeah, Mo says something here showing all the people. With the black and white photos, create against a great sense of equality amongst everyone interviewed, sending the message it doesn't matter who you are. So that's creating a concept of like the color grading in the photography. Um, People of different backgrounds. Brenda says that makes it feel quite a bit inclusive. So that's just like leaning on the photography aspect again. Something like this could be amazing if we have consistent high quality photos, maybe even stylized or Bitcoinized. Versus the original one. So adding maybe some kind of like prop or object or something. Perhaps that's the Bitcoinization that they meant. Maybe we could explain that later. I think that also ties into my comment here, where the photography of National Geographic being kind of like it kind of draws you in, and then you kind of like I don't really think I've read too much of National Geographic's articles, but I definitely, know some of the iconic photos like this one here, the Afghan girl with green eyes. Um, so it definitely is a way to like visually pull people in. I'll pull a link of someone that comes to mind as reference. Okay, we have a little reference here. Let me see this quickly. I trained like a monk. Okay, yeah, that's one of you see again, the visuals for this person kind of stands out. This is a National Geographic one here too. You know, um, what else we have? We have some photographers. Platon does a great job at representing people without an agenda. That's very good to know. Creating trust and connecting each story before and after, weaving the stories into a global picture and theme that anyone can resonate with, like a global people map. Just using these pictures, and then showcasing the individual stories around the world. Everyone's story matters. Community comes to mind. Then we go over to raw counterculture. Um, we have love the. Okay, I wrote this. No, I didn't. Sorry. Love the raw and countercultural approach, and its core Bitcoiners fight for freedom, and this in itself is raw. Okay, very good. And it relates to the ecosystem, digging the combination of simplicity and unexpectedness of all the things. Yeah, so pretty interesting brand to just kind of like, put people. Oh, I think did things move? I feel it move. I feel something moved. Okay. Um. Okay. Dig the combination of simplicity and okay, things are moving around. Okay. Love how memorable this name is and simple. Yeah, simple and memorable names. Neutrality is very helpful. The perspective for winning over skeptics. Quite interesting statement there. Um. Uh. The device is iconic. Bitcoin has origins in counterculture movement. Provocative imagery should be employed as this sparks emotions. Okay, very interesting. It has cypherpunk roots, as he says, and a woodmark, simple logo like this with transparency could be a great pair with imagery. So, so far imagery is kind of like really sticking in there, and trying to figure out like what kind of imagery should be kind of like representing these stories of people and payments and stuff is something that we might have to go into. Minimal and warm. So clean, approachable, quiet, confident, inviting, unhurried. Come sit with our story. Yes, very much kind of like, light, like, yeah, more chill read. Less heart palpitations as the raw and counterculture ones. Um, Loving this face feels like we put a human at the front and center. It feels honest and vulnerable. The human part, again, bold imagery like this would work magic. But in the event the interviewee wants to be anonymous, illustrated portraits. So, okay, a question would be is like, what would those illustrated portraits look like then? Someone says that they have a bias because they're subscribed to two of the magazines, and something more minimalist can remove unnecessary noise and put the focus on the people telling a story. So that's also quite an interesting point right there. A lot of the comments we've had so far is in documentary dignity with the imagery aspect and raw and counterculture because of this kind of like raw and counterculture aspect that Bitcoin itself embodies. So this is a very interesting perspective where it's taking it on that opposite side there. Then we have bold and conceptual, clever, memorable, high impact covers, stop scrolling. So these are maybe like more art directed things. We have less commentary on here. Found it interesting to look at, says V, and this direction of intense, provocative, people first imagery could be great if we have the type of editorial consistency and art direction. Yes, exactly. Those would be quite difficult to produce, but maybe worth it. A world map inside a suitcase maybe is. Yeah, okay, that could be interesting as a concept for something. Serious haircut. I guess so. Also lean towards the more radical side of things, but this feels very playful, and we need to hook people to get interesting. Read it. Okay. So I think this was quite fun. This was enlightening. Also, getting these perspectives in here. I would suggest actually splitting up into kind of like the 30 minutes left, split up into like 4 groups, and maybe do like, yeah, split up into 4 groups. How many people we have? 12? Yeah, 12 people. We'll do groups of 3 maybe, and maybe we could do some research on titles, like that would fit that style, titles, as well as other references for imagery and whatnot. So for example, someone posts the style of illustrations or something here, like what would those illustrations look like? So pull those in, as well as coming up with some chat GPTing for the titles. What do you guys think about that?
Johns, I just want to say you rock. Because I did not expect you. This is just rolling on exactly how it's supposed to roll on. I am absolutely down to do that. What does everyone else think?
Yeah. Do we know how to do the breakout rooms here, if everyone's good with that?
I do not know how to do the breakout rooms.
Christoph, do you?
No idea.
No idea? Okay. I guess we'll figuratively do breakout rooms then. Okay. Let's see. Okay, maybe we will self-organize like this. Okay, so I'm gonna put a table here for titles, right? Okay, no, let's put a list. So titles, and then we want titles and then some inspiration. So boom, boom. Okay, so you could drop some titles in like this, and then photography and mood. Okay, so we'll do 4 sections like this. Let's see, documentary. I'm just gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1. Sorry. 2.
One thing is always for sure, we actually literally have working sessions every single time. We're all in the FigJam or Google document. Jonathan, you found the breakout rooms?
Did it? Found it upper breakout rooms under the participants. Okay, so you break them out. Okay, I think it's a little too much for now because I'm not sure how to use this yet.
We should be okay just like this.
Okay, so let's just. It would have been good to like talk and stuff, but anyway.
Recording is on.
This is a workshop design on the fly. All right, cool. So yeah, photography and titles, right? That's what we're trying to come up with here for the different topics. You can write the name of your topic. How about we just let me see how we organize. Andreas, let's see, Andreas, Mo, and Brenda. Do you guys want to do minimal and warm, please?
Sounds good to me.
Right. And then bold and conceptual. I'm sorry, whoever commented on there. V, as well as Ariel. Okay. Maybe we add someone more there soon. I will let you know. So V, Ariel. Anyone else wants to do bold and conceptual? Okay, I'll do that. Okay, raw and counterculture. There is I see Desi. um, Jonathan, and Uma. Oh, yeah, and Shanyam. Sorry if I'm messing this up. Did we mention Brenda before already? So Brenda could do documentary and dignity if you're not doing anything else. Oh no, I think you're doing minimal and warm. Okay, we might be missing some people. Did I not call out somebody? Can I do documentary? Desi, yeah, go on, go ahead and do documentary. Perfect. Go on. All right, so I'm gonna put a timer on for 10 minutes. You can use Pinterest or Google Images or wherever you need to go to oh, Jonathan said he needs to go, sorry. So yeah.
John's, I had one question. For titles, do you mean like the headlines of the stories, or do you mean like
Yeah,
titles?
exactly.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah,
we're
try to
looking
come
for
up with
headlines.
yeah, exactly. Try to come up with a example of a headline. It can be like how a woman uses da 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 da, or it could be, you know, I don't know, going dark with the you know, like going dark with dark web people.
Gotcha. I'm ready to go.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna put 10 minutes on the timer and let's get going. I'm also definitely using AI to come up with the examples of the of existing magazine titles for like National Geographic, Esquire, etc., and then kind of like riffing on that as the examples for the types of articles. Two minutes left. All right, all right. So that wasn't a lot of time. I didn't get to do much myself, but I see everyone else. So wait, yeah, I see everyone else have. Mo, I'm gonna hand it over to you at this point.
Yeah, we have. Thank you, Johns. I just want to say a massive thank you for leading this workshop, which you literally did on the fly. I feel like with um, there's now a little bit more direction. While there are four different directions, but as well as I know Johns, he's really good at pulling out the thread of commonality between everything. So I love it that people are just jumping in. They're putting Desi's putting in a bunch of headings here, so it seems really good with headlines. Like we're noticing the strengths of the different people in the projects as well, and here in this room as well. And then we're having some like very different styles. Like if you look at this, like the raw and the counterculture, and then the bold and the conceptual, it's just totally different. And if you look at the minimum and warm, it's totally different. I actually hopped over to YouTube to look for some images as well, some headlines as well. What do you think, Johns? Can we work with this moving forward for the next call?
Yeah, and I think given the time as well, maybe people can do a bit of homework and async work as well.
Hmm.
If they're interested in like contributing and stuff in between the calls.
Yeah, because we would.
Um,
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
no, go on.
We would have typically 2 weeks before our next call. So our next call
Mhm.
would be. Let me just get the group consensus in the room. I'm just opening my calendar here and I'm gonna open my month. So we are now 9th of February. So we would go to 23rd of February at the same time. Does that work well generally for everyone? To start off your Monday with this project. Is that okay for everyone?
Yeah, I think that works. Yeah,
Cool.
works for me.
I mean, people
So
can also just have impromptu meetings if anyone wants to chat or so. I mean, you can just do whatever you
totally.
want. If one is
Yeah, I
good
think
idea.
maybe like small teams can maybe kind of like whoever was working on those specific concepts kind of like take it a little bit further. You guys could meet together to discuss it, and you could also record a loom with like the finalized mood board and the titles. If you want to do mock-ups as well, that could also be cool. If you've got the time, because it's 2 weeks, right?
It's 2 weeks. You can go wild. So you can, as John said, you can move this up from mock-ups as well. So if I understand correctly, John's your suggestion was everyone, and Christoph's suggestion was everyone remain in the theme that they were in. Groups
Yep.
can then meet together, develop the ideas even further, and then move it into sort of real ideation and put mock-ups together as well.
Yeah, exactly. So this phase is kind of like we have four concepts that Christoph identified there with those magazines. We tried to take those concepts and expand on them in terms of their mood boards, which we kind of started right now, and then we kind of have to start creating some like visual direction, typographic direction for each one of those styles. It doesn't mean that we're doing high fidelity things, grabbing images from wherever, stealing titles, etc., but making it feel kind of real-ish. And then the call that we have in 2 weeks, we can decide on the conceptual vision that we want to go forward with. Yeah, and have discussions around. So I guess between now and then, everyone builds up the mood boards, titles, and yeah, you could present it either as like posters or covers, like the cover of the thing. We have a working title between us, so how can that get represented as well within that for those different styles? And yeah, and then campaign for it. Try to build up some hype, and then we'll have a call to make some decisions.
Go crazy in the channel. Go crazy in the channel, which is now called Humans of Bitcoin. But I guess for now, I will change the channel name to Between Us because that's what the group consensus is for now.
You
So
said that. Good. Sorry, Mo.
yeah,
Today's today's a big local BitDevs meeting here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. We have Amiri, we have Neha, and all kinds of people presenting, including myself. Is this something that we should talk about? How should we talk about it?
As you wish, whatever way you feel like talking about it. Say the Bitcoin design community is working on this project at the moment about bringing real human stories forward, and then just put your own spin on it. I think you know enough about the project to present it in the best way. So I trust you.
Perfect. All right. Awesome work, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing about the project. And thank you for everyone for attending. We're literally doing working sessions here. We're not we're not sitting around and talking, which I think is super nice. And I hope that you all really feel as if we're in this together and we're making the decisions together, because that's at least how it feels for me as well. So I'm super grateful for having everyone here. Super nice.
Yeah, and apologies for the little bit of chaos there, guys. But yeah, we'll organize it a little better, tighten it up a little better for the next one. Yeah, thank you for your contributions and patience.
Is
There's
there a
a-
separate channel on Discord named Humans of Bitcoin?
Yes, there
Is there a
is.
separate channel?
Yeah, there is.
Is it open to all? Because I cannot see it.
Let me just go ahead and drop the link here. It is Humans of Bitcoin here, invite to channel, copy. And if you're in the Bitcoin community, you will be able to join that channel.
Yes, I am. Okay.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording to respect everyone's time.